Hello, and welcome to the 12th and last Wall Sports 2012 campaign weekly campaign video. So, as many of you may have noticed, yesterday, in a well-choreographed dance that was humorously Putin-esque, Michael regained control of the FLYC. Now, it's an odd move to pull right in the middle of elections. Of course, I don't know why he did it, doesn't really matter, but it got me thinking. I wonder if my opponents can see polling information. So being the person that I am, I went around and started looking. I looked and looked. I started asking a couple people some questions. And the Deputy Director of Communications, Tricia Beck, informed me that yes, it is a fraudulent behavior going on. Both Michael and Spencer can view polling results, can view some polling information. This is outrageous. We cannot view polling information. They should not be able to view polling information. It's this type of behavior that dictates that there is not freedom and fairness going on in these elections. Now, I'm not saying the elections are fraudulent, because it's online and the internet counts the votes. But the fact of the matter is that a campaign can see the votes before they're in an election where they're not supposed to be. That's fraudulent. You should not even have access to that type of information, period. It is an outrage to the Wall Sports 2012 campaign, and personally to myself and Alec. I hope that everyone watching this realizes that this is the type of behavior that should not be tolerated in the International Youth Congress, nor anywhere else. And we urge you to make your voices heard in the ballot box. And on that same note, today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of the elections. You have a powerful weapon. All of you do. It's your voice. Make it heard. Make it heard and let the International Youth Congress know that they do not want people who look at the votes before they're counted to be the head of this organization. They want freedom, they want fairness, they want unity, and they want someone who can lead them into that future without any worries. They want someone who is going to be able to, who is trustworthy, who is not going to do things that would outrage other people, and is going to make sure that there is a balance between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. No matter how this election turns out, Alec and myself are going to do a few things. One, we're going to post an amendment saying that the President of the International Youth Congress cannot ever hold a other position that gives him or her access to the Presidential Council votes. The President already holds an influential seat and veto power. They should not get a vote on the Presidential Council page no matter what position they hold. And if they manage to get a position that they can have a vote in the Presidential Council, they must relinquish that vote to someone else. Another member of their charter, for example. The President should never have a second vote other than his veto and his voice. That's it. Also, no matter how this election goes, Alec and I are going to petition to the tribunal that because this election was run under the old Constitution, that there is an election next year, and then two-year terms will start at next year's election. Now, this is no matter how the election goes. We don't care if we win, we'll still do it. It doesn't matter, because quite frankly, there should be elections next year, no matter what. Remember, vote and make your voice heard. This is the Wall Sports 2012 campaign saying, it's been fun, it's been real, make your voice heard, and I'll give one last video when the elections are over. Peace out, my friend.